What's up, everyone? Welcome to the newest episode of Zero Chucks Given, episode number 4. I know I'm late, y'all. I know I'm a few days late, but when it's a one-man show, it's all on you. And I've absolutely been slammed for the last week. So from Thanksgiving to a couple days ago, it's been nonstop for me. If you guys follow me on the social media platforms, you probably saw that I was busy with a brand new mural. It's for a brand new restaurant coming to Jacksonville called Lone Wolf Company Sandwich Shop. Check it out. It should be open in the next few days. Well, maybe like a week or so. They're about to take over and create probably the best stoner sandwiches in all of Jacksonville. And if you're in the area, I'd love for you to check it by. Regardless if my mural was there or not, I think it's gonna be a baller spot. So go by, tell them Chuck Asia sent you, buy something good, and let me know what you got. I think there's a chicken sandwich coming out there, and you know how I love my chicken sandwiches. This week is going to be kind of super casual. I don't have a script. I don't have talking points. I've been slammed, like I said, so running behind, trying to get this out, not being able to prep. We're gonna kind of just fly through some topics, talk about it regularly, nothing too crazy, and provide everyone with a little bit of entertainment. Without any more hesitation, let's jump into the first topic. In the ongoing train wreck that is the Kanye Yeezy universe, there is another peg in the gear of the machine that is creating some more drama and news. As you guys might have remembered, Kanye had a deal with Balenciaga. And Balenciaga's the high-end Italian boutique line. They did some stuff with him. And I guess they're doing stuff with Adidas. But they just hit the news because they just released this new ad campaign for a new collection. I didn't look into it, but it's this new ad campaign that depicts a little girl. When I say little, I would probably say like 4, 5, 6-ish. And her teddy bear that she has in the ad is in bondage, leather straps, gag ball. I don't know who thought this was a good idea. I know who thought this was a good idea. Every celebrity in the world, probably. It was for the normal people like me to hit up Balenciaga and be like, yo, what the heck? It's not right to have a 5-year-old girl with a sex toy-ish teddy bear. So they come back and they're like, oh my God, we didn't know this was gonna get out, which is bull. Because if that's like your main campaign, you know what you're creating. There's a lot of minds that go into it, and there's someone at the top that has to give their approval. Someone at the top of Balenciaga gave their approval for this ad campaign. So I don't believe all the junk about them not knowing, and they said they're going to sue the ad campaign or the marketing company who came up with it. You guys should sue yourself. So that gets me thinking, because Kanye called out all them, and he called out a certain group of people.
It was a Jewish doctor.
Was Kanye kind of like a forefather, a trailblazer on exposing the elites when it comes to grooming and child pedophilia and sexual predators? He might be a pioneer in exposing this, which technically he wouldn't. That'd be Anthony Bourdain, Chester Bedingfield, and Avicii, and Chris Cornell, which are all dead people. Because according to a source I have, and I won't say his name, someone who's very political provided me with some information that they were all working on a documentary that was going to expose Hollywood and their like sexual predator rings and child trafficking. And then fast forward, Hillary Hinton put out a hit to get them, gone before that documentary ever came out. So R.I.P. Avicii. Levels is probably still my favorite EDM song of all time. So it's not surprising that this stuff's going on, but with those people that I mentioned, Linkin Park, Audioslave, Avicii, being dead, the only person that we have left now to expose it all is Kanye West. So we have to pray nothing bad happens to him, because he's exposing the truth about these people. And when you expose the truth about these people, nothing good happens. So protect Kanye. Cancel Balenciaga, because I don't want my little daughter walking around with that crap. It's not fashion. It's not cool. You're not cool for doing it. You're not edgy. You're just a bunch of losers that are pushing child porn on people. And you need to be canceled. You need to be over. And you need to be gone. Speaking of groomers and sexual predators, the Disney Corporation, they just released a new movie this week called Strange Worlds. And the storyline is straight out of a parody from Libs of TikTok. Every character and every plot point is like a woke checkpoint. Every person, every element, every disability is in it, brother. There's even a dog with 3 legs in it, because dogs need representation. Well, let me rephrase that. Disabled dogs need representation. I haven't seen the movie. I probably won't see it. And my question, and I guess me being from Florida and Disney pretty much being like a local company, so I'm kind of connected to it, and I have people that I know that have worked there. There's people that I know that go there like every week. So, you know, there's people that are very pro-Disney and people that are like anti-Disney around here. And my question to you guys, regardless of your political standpoint, where do you stand with all of the wokeness that's happening in Disney right now? Because circling back to the movie I was just talking about, Strange World, it had a budget of $180 million, but it made like $18 million in 5 days. The budget of this movie was $180 million, which is a very expensive movie, especially for an animated movie, especially for a family animated movie. Well, they projected it was going to make, 40-ish over the Thanksgiving window, 5 days. It only made $18 million. And if you do the math, that is $162 million in the red. And a movie usually makes its majority of money in the first weekend or 2 weekends. There is no way this movie is going to get to 180. And how movies work, there is a production budget. And usually you double to get the marketing budget. So if it costs roughly $200 million to make, they're probably going to spend $200 million to promote it. The movie theater gets a cut, so cut that in half. So it would have to make $500 million, and it might not make 40. So Disney just lost $450-ish million on this woke movie. And they're going to come out with another one, and they're going to come out with another one, and they're going to come out with another one. I wouldn't say the quality of the movies is going down, because the movies look great, but nobody's going to see them. Nobody has been going to see them. They're having issues with their parks. They're having issues with the state of Florida. they're not the Disney that we grew up with. This isn't the 90s classic Disney movies where it was Lion King, Aladdin, Beauty and the Beast, Goofy movie. Now we have Red something. We have this Strange World movie with the 3-legged dog and somebody in a wheelchair and other alphabet things. What's a movie that just bombed? Lightyear, which was a woke Interstellar ripoff. I just don't see where Disney is going with all this stuff. I know you have to be inclusive, which is fine. If I grew up and I just never saw a bad boy, patriotic man in a Disney movie, I'd probably get upset. I'd be like, man, I never get to see myself in these movies. So I get it. I get that seeing yourself up there is awesome. But when it feels forced and it's almost like some woke blue hair land whale is writing the script and they're like, hey, we need this and we need that and we need to push this and push that agenda and we have to really let them know this is us. It feels so non-authentic. And probably a big reason why nobody is going to see these movies, because there's the alternative lifestyle person that these movies are made for, and they don't want to see it because they feel like it's not genuine. It's like, oh, it's the token kind of like charity thing. We're like, hey, like the Disney president is like, hey, we're woke and we're putting you in the movie because we're woke and we're progressive, and it's just falling flat. Straight people aren't seeing the movie. Gay people aren't seeing the movie. Other people, alphabet people, are not seeing the movie. So is this new woke trend from Disney just ruining Disney for you guys? Ruining Disney? I made myself slow motion automatically. Is this woke trend ruining Disney for you? Are you as excited for these movies as you used to be growing up? Do you not watch the movies at all anymore? Or do you just not care and they're still good movies to you? Because, you know, my opinion's different than yours. I'm pretty sure what you like and what I like are way different. But I would love to hear your thoughts. I would love to hear if you're super down for this, you know, grooming, sexual predator type of, you know, entertainment. Or do you want to kind of get back to the old days and get that good Lion King, Aladdin, non-Will Smith movie back? That 2D animation, the movie that you can take your whole family to and watch it, you know, every other day without having to feel like, you know, Disney's going to throw some sort of drag queen transvestite at your 3-year-old. I was just at a concert a couple days ago, and I came for a band, like kind of like a spin-off band of one of my favorite bands, Dance Gavin Dance. But I was seeing Rain City Drive, which, you know, was originally slaves. Not the type of people, but that was just their name. Slaves to Addiction, not actual slaves. And then Ideola, which has members of Dance Gavin Dance in it. So I went to go see it. Super small a venue. I wouldn't call it a venue. And, you know, eventually I kind of walked up. I got towards the front and I'm just chilling there. And, you know, I'm vibing out. I'm doing my thing in the pit. Boo, pit death, pit death, pit death. Ah, you know, 2-step and destroying. And then I go back and take a breather. And I'm just chilling. I'm staring. And then boom, right next to me, Tilian from Dance Gavin Dance. Boom. You saw the photos. Weird. I've always supported him, and he knows I've always supported him. And But he had to know who I was. If you guys remember, I posted up that photo from the last Dance Gavin Dance show at the House of Blues. Probably my single biggest social media post of all time. When I checked like a few days after I posted it, it had like 200 or 500,000 views and impressions and stuff like that. So my biggest post ever was a random photo of Tilian on the side stage, which is a very hard photo for someone to take. The reason I say Tilian knew it was me is because I did bring out my phone afterwards, and I put my zoom on, and every time I go to a show, I get stopped like 10 times about like my phone and my camera and my zoom. So I have my phone up. He had to see how clear that zoom was. And it was the same angle, same city, same type of bands. He had to know I was the one who posted that photo of him. Which, it wasn't a negative, it was a joking one. He knows I'm his biggest supporter. Regardless of him getting canceled, I've always had his back. And I've always said he needed to be back. So where I'm getting at is, I was like, oh man, that's, you know, Tilian from Dance Gavin Dance. Then that kind of wears off, the wow factor. Then I'm just chilling, and it's like, oh dude, it's just like Tilian, the guy I've been listening to for like forever. He's just like chilling next to me. He kind of like becomes normal. Then I move around, and then he gets right in front of me. Tilian's about like 6'2"-ish. I'm slightly shorter than that. And I took a photo. This dude was blocking my view. And I don't know, Mr. Tilian, can you bend down so I can see the stage? He was already getting, you know, hammered with like, you know, fangirls hitting him up, fanboys hitting him up. And I'm over here just trying to enjoy the show and get my rock and roll on. But eventually I just took a step to the left and saw the stage. It was fine. But it's so weird that at like a certain moment, the initial like, oh my God, that's a celebrity. And then it becomes like, oh, now you're just a normal person. And I've been standing next to Tilian for like 30 minutes. And now I'm starting to get mad that he's in my way. The guy who's won my Spotify top artist thing like 10 years in a row. My favorite band probably ever. And I'm over here getting aggravated that he's blocking my view. Which just shows you that no one is as famous as you think they are. Everyone's normal. Everyone puts their pants 2 legs at a time. 1 leg at a time, right? 2 legs at a time, you would be jumping into it. And getting right into it. So 1 leg at a time. So Tilian, normal guy, super cool. He was nice to everyone. He was probably a little worried that he was probably going to get some, you know, protesters that think he should still be canceled. They're usually really, they're like the soy boys that didn't have a dad growing up. Ones that were kind of like babied by their moms. They probably were emo. They probably didn't play sports. And they're the ones that are trying to get Tilian canceled. And they're on Reddit like, oh my God, can you believe like the toxic environment and Tilian, blah, 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 blah. Shut up. Go outside. Maybe talk to a girl once in a while. How about that? Maybe talk to your first one ever. That would be cool. Leave Tilian alone. He's a bro. He's an Orlando boy, Florida boy, but from what I heard, Orlando. Don't mess with my people, okay? Because if you do, you're gonna get a knuckle sandwich. And a knuckle sandwich for me is not the most tasty. Take that as a threat, y'all. Stay away from Tilian. Stay away from Dance Gavin Dance. Because if you do, you're gonna regret it. I would like to take a quick pause to let everyone know. Please like this video right now. Stop what you're doing, like it. Also, if you want to go the extra mile, comment. I've been asking questions. I've been asking your thoughts. So right now, if you want to go the extra mile, throw a comment down there. Because the more interaction I get, the bigger the page gets. If you haven't subscribed, do that right now. So right now, stop and like the video, subscribe, and if you have a little bit extra time, comments. That way you stay tuned and notified and up to date with everything that's going on, because I am posting more regular now. I'm posting more regularly. I'm posting more regularly now. So, don't you want to stay up to date on everything? So right now, ding, 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 hit the bell, notifications, subscribe, do all that. Because every time I see a little notification saying someone just subscribed, oh, it makes me so happy. It gets me so warm, and I truly appreciate it. Now back to the show. And our last topic, which isn't really anything current or something that's happened. It happened a couple days ago, but it's been an ongoing issue. And if you've been following me, I've been posting about it regularly for like the last few years. Britney freaking Spears and her crazy videos. If she doesn't stop sending these things in my DMs, I am going to have to call her dad and get her whatever that word was where he was taking care of her, because she's lost her mind, man. I've never been so creeped out by a chick before. I have been, but recently I haven't been as creeped out by anyone else besides her. Her eyes and her dancing and her turning and her hair, it creeps me the F out, dude. And her relentlessly sending these things unsolicited to my pages has to stop, because I can't handle it anymore. My family can't handle it anymore. It is putting so much stress on me and my loved ones with these unsolicited, unasked for sexy videos from her. Man, I can remember when I was 10 or 12 years old and I thought the hottest freaking chick in the world was Britney Spears. How things have changed. Now you couldn't pay me to take this lady on a date. You couldn't pay me to chat her up and buy her a drink. What the f happened? Was it having kids? Was it being super famous and super rich at a young age? I don't know what it was, man. But my heart goes out to her. Initially, I was like, man, poor girl. Free Britney. And now that I'm getting harassed and she keeps on sending me these things, I'm anti-Free Britney, and they need to get her back on that one thing, whatever that word is. Let me look it up. It is Britney Spears under something. What is it called when you're oh, it's called conservatorship. Maybe Britney Spears needs to get back onto a conservatorship, because things are better for her that way. If I was being controlled by my parents, I'd be so much happier. They cook for me, they pay my bills, I don't have to do anything. So maybe Britney Spears getting her freedom back was a terrible idea. And based on these videos, we have hard evidence that freeing her was probably a terrible idea. Probably the worst thing that ever happened to her. Britney, stop sending me that stuff. Stop sending me the photos. Stop sending me the voicemails. Stop sending me the videos. We're not together. We're never going to be together. So stop it, or I'm going to have to get my lawyers involved. And we wouldn't want that, would we? And on that note, Episode 4 is over. I appreciate everyone tuning in. I don't really have much to say. Like I said, I appreciate you checking in and tuning in. And sorry that it was a few days late, but I was busy and this episode was kind of like all over the place. But I still hope you enjoyed it. Sorry if it wasn't up to the standards of what we usually have, and I kind of like mumble words together. But you know, I said I gave you my word. I'm here. Even though I'm a day late friend, Amberlynn reference, I still did it. Stay tuned for more episodes every week. Next week, we're going to be releasing on a Monday. I don't have, a mural to do. So, comment. Let me know what you think. Like the video. Again, stop and like the video. Subscribe. Add yourself to the TikTok page. Add yourself to the Instagram page, Facebook page. And always stay tuned because I am releasing videos almost every day now. Watch those reels. Those are the ones that are really popping off. That's where I'm going to become Insta famous. That's where I'm going to become TikTok famous. And the sky's the limit with those, baby. I'm going to start putting TikTok 1 million on my bios. I'm going to be that guy. I'm going to be that guy because of all of you that are tuning in. Until then, thank you for watching. Zero chucks given, flex. And I'll see you guys next week.